you enter the VSS, we're going to be rooting for you everywhere you go. So it is Grab Orb now going up against Triumph here in the grand finals of the 9th iteration of the VSS. We are starting out on Haven. Game 2 will be on Bind. If we do make it to a Game 3, that will be on Ascent, which would be really, really exciting to see. As we check out the aerial of Haven. I know you guys haven't seen it in a little bit.
Yes,
you might want to familiarize yourself. It will be really interesting to see how the teams take on A Long. Such a tricky area to play with the consideration of A Short. I think it's really, really tough for the attacking side. If they don't have an immediate kill advantage going in, it is, I think, really tricky to take that A side. Definitely a little easier to work your utility through the B side, because then you have that option of the quicker rotate towards C. I think A definitely being kind of the island out on its own. You know, if you're going A, you're going A.
Absolutely.
There's no backing out of that. And if you're backing out of that decision, you're in for a tough time. So be interesting to see how these two teams adjust their strats. Grab Orb now hasn't yet been on stream today, so we will be seeing possibly some new tricks up their sleeve as they try to respond to this new threat that is Triumph.
Triumph making a name for themselves here at the Valorant Sunday Showdown, putting teams on their heels, and I know Grab Orb now is feeling the heat as we head into Haven. And as you mentioned, A, when you go to A, you take A, and A is a very hard site to retake, in my opinion. Very difficult. So we'll see what's going to happen here in the pistol rounds. We see an Omen here on the side of Grab Orb now. Omen has gotten some significant buffs in the most recent patches, and we do see a Reyna on Triumph here as well. Reyna very highly utilized here on Haven, especially with her flash.
Yeah, really interesting to see the switch actually for the side of Triumph, bringing out the Omen for Simple. That's really, really interesting to see. Both teams starting out carefully here, not giving out too much information. They will get spotted. Grab Orb now will get spotted towards that B site as the bullets start to fly. The defensive smoke from Triumph coming down. Nothing doing quite just yet. Interesting to see Grab Orb now Sage off by herself towards C long, trying to get a word in edgewise. Rare is going to push up on this as Triumph backs away from it. He has the opportunity to get the opening kill, takes a little bit of that classic damage. He's going to have to back up. He does have backup on the way, but it does look like so far Grab Orb now is committing to this B and C side. Kwanzi opens up the action on Derek against Triumph, but Zeno, with always the big response of a double kill, gets taken out by 6 for Grab Orb now. Grab Orb now is going to have access to this site as Simple tries to make a stand, gets taken out from Kwanzi. Capo responds with the kill onto 6. This is a 2v2. The HP is favoring Triumph, but they do have a heal. It's not quick enough. Capo will get the kill onto Kwanzi. Capo will get the triple onto Rare. Triumph takes round 1.
Absolutely great stuff from Triumph. It looked like Grab Orb, well, really, Zeno had that great early frags, double kill in the garage. Did get taken out, but really set the tone for Triumph to get the retake.
Be interested to see how Simple utilizes this Omen. I think the Sova Cypher combo was actually quite important for Triumph. Not only the information gathering, but you saw some really big Hunter's Furies coming out from Simple, picking up some kills that way. So he will have to, do something play a lot different, I think, on the Omen to have that same effectiveness.
And I honestly did expect Sova to be played on this match on the side of Triumph, but instead they went with the Omen route. Honestly, it'd be nice to have both Sova and Cypher because of the information you can get from those agents, especially with these long corridors here on Haven.
Oh, Simple, I think, falls off a bit too soon there because the push is coming on down to B, but absolutely great short-sighted but there's so much action on the B side. Grab Orb now is only left with one member remaining on Tekka, and it's nothing doing. Zeno will close it out. The kill's coming in faster than I can say.
And Zeno leading the charge with the 4-1-2 KDA spread. Capo following suit with a 3-0-0.
Are you surprised?
I'm not surprised. Zeno has been playing absolutely mad. At 1 point away now from their ultimate. 1 frag away from their ultimate. And we know how Zeno loves to gain their ultimate.
Now Grab Orb now does have to respond here. They are down quick 2-0. Triumph has usually been getting the lead onto these teams so far early on. Definitely a different strategy from what we're used to seeing here, as they are a bit spread out, usually wanting to group up and tackle. Not too surprising for the defense side, but you do see Triumph now with a really aggressive push towards that A long side, as Grab Orb now is starting to get pinched up towards that middle section of B.
Grab Orb now pushing that mid. Thought about it actually, but no, we see Spike heading over there, simple, holding that garage angle.
Yeah, they are really dicey, just waiting for that smoke to go down, but Triumph has practically left B site completely unwatched. They do have Romanov right around the corner to try to slow the push, but Rare, Rare
so much damage from the Molly.
Oh my gosh, squeezed in by his own wall nonetheless. Romanov is gonna finish him off with that Molly that got it started. 6 with a Molly of his own, but gets blown off before he can see the fruits of his labor. This is a really, again, tough position for Grab Orb. Now the retake from Triumph, just way too strong. Kwanzi does give himself a fighting chance by getting that kill and dodging the off shot, but I don't think he'll be able to do too much to stop this defuse, and Zeno makes sure of that. Zeno striving ever farther to secure the HyperX MVP of the match that is up for grabs with this grand finals.
Yeah, and Rare was able to get that spike plant with a sliver of health. Was literally on the bleeding edge of that hitbox from the Molly. So good stuff from Rare to get that spike down, get his team a little extra economy. Unfortunately, unable to win the round, and Triumph setting the tone early. 3-0 here in game 1 of grand finals.
Yeah, and Grab Orb now is back to basically nothing, only having pistols on the side of Grab Orb. Now the economy absolutely wrecked for them. They're gonna stick with their same strategy. Meanwhile, Grab Orb now does have to mix it up and start trying to get some action towards that A site. Capo not able to get a kill over there, forced to back off. You don't see the rotate quite yet from Triumph. They are gonna see if this does come to fruition elsewhere, but they do have 2 men still on that A side. Grab Orb now not pushing too far off. You might see the bomb actually rotate out of there, and that's what they're going to do. They're not going to try to push through this. Only one defender on the side of Triumph for B site. That might be the better play.
Yep, and 1 minute left on the clock. Still enough time to transition over to a new site, but they will cut it close if they don't use their utility wisely. But they might have done the runaround.
So yeah, they actually trying to bait the rotate out from Triumph, saying, no, we're not going A, no, we'd never go A. But actually, they are going to push 3 men through this A short. The trap does go down. They will push straight through it. No kills coming through yet. Capo gets the action started. He gets taken out for it. Meanwhile, Romanov takes out Kwanzi, but Rare does pick up the double kill on the Simple. The Orbital taking out Tekka from the side of Romanov.
Spike is down, by the way. And now the retake is on.
Triumph forced to retake here. They do have, of course, the better equipment, but Grab Orb now might have the better positioning.
Dare getting a kill onto Rare, and Romanov spotting out that member at A long. Is he gonna push smoke? He is. And only
didn't have too much of a choice there. Derek, too quick for that. A valiant effort from Grab Orb now. I think it was very intelligent play there to think about the rotate, come back and take A site. That was a successful take.
It was
a successful plant. Triumph just too confident on the retake there. I will say though, despite the 4-0 lead, it's interesting to see Simple definitely not performing to the standard that we saw in the last two games. I would have to imagine it's really hard to adjust your game from that Sova play to that Omen play.
I agree, and it's a completely different play style. Omen himself, I feel, is much stronger on attack. So let's see what Simple can do to bring himself back up, but his team is leading the way and carrying him.
Grab Orb now, once again, quite bunched up towards that mid-section. They haven't been spreading too far out, but Rare will open up the action onto Xeno. That's a really important kill for the side of Grab Orb now. Simple gets himself going, though, with a kill onto Card, an equally important kill, as that Reyna can be so strong on the offensive side.
And 2 ults available inside of Grab Orb now. They have the Hunter Fury and that Rez. Rez would be a smart play, honestly. Bring back that team member.
Ooh, Simple.
Ooh, Rare.
Absolutely.
And there it is.
Dangerous.
And there it is.
That is a big swing for
Derek
the side.
getting the kill on the Card who just got rezzed.
Oh, you love to see
What
it.
an angle.
Derek is saying, no, this is my site. Does finally get taken out by 6, but not after doing considerable damage. It is just left down to Capo now. He's going to have to play quite tricky if he wants to get this spike.
And spike is planted. Grab Orb now with the advantage. 3 members against 1. Capo getting the kill onto Tekka. Great stuff. Takes a little damage. 80 health remaining. 2 members of Grab Orb now are in Garage. They're going to rotate. Capo defusing. We'll get the half. We'll get the half.
Yes, does get delayed. Oh, man.
Wrong angle.
I don't want to tell him to turn around, but turn around. No way. Yeah, he's going to get caught out here. I don't think he had much of an option to do what he did. But nonetheless, a smart play coming out from Grab Orb now to get themselves on the board, stop the bleeding, but there is still good money in the bank for the side of Triumph. They're going to get another full buy off this, and they do have the chance to further extend their lead.
Absolutely. I do believe that Capo could have delayed the fuse just a little bit longer. He had enough time remaining and kind of played out the angles, but unfortunately went the wrong way and was taken out, and now Triumph still leading, but Grab Orb now with a point on the board.
Yeah, it's tough for Capo in that situation, especially with 2 members of the enemy team remaining. It's really hard to know what to go for, but made his decision, stuck with it. Now Grab Orb now does get themselves on the board, and now they are able to play a little more spread out and get an advantage before deciding on a site.
And Spike still over by spawn, hanging out over to window, and we do see all members of Grab Orb now posturing around B.
Yeah, it looks like this will be a quick take. They only have Simple really in their way. Xeno can wrap around, but he might get found out before he can.
And Simple catching 6.
With the Guardian nonetheless. Tekka does get the response kill onto Xeno, an ever important kill that is. Oh, Simple trying to dash and dance, but he's not quick enough. Kwanzi sniping him through the wall. Absolutely great play for Grab Orb now, who had the 4v3 advantage until Derek evened it up. Derek playing so much stronger than we saw last round. Last match, he did have a tough time getting himself going. This time, he is absolutely crucial to Triumph. Simple is going to get rezzed back up as Derek tries to find something through the wall, but he won't find anything fishing in that pond. They are going to have to retake together. Simple pops the ult, trying to get an advantage, but backs away to B site, interestingly enough. And meanwhile, Capo gets traded out for Rare. It is 3v2.
Wow.
Tekka with a triple kill.
I can't believe Romanov lost that exchange. He had the jump.
Simple playing really strongly here, but
Wow.
not fast enough. Kwanzi, oh, I really thought he got it. Derek held on just long enough, which was absolutely the right play to make. But wow, Kwanzi so close to clutching that out.
That is absolutely crazy how close that was. I honestly did believe that Grab Orb now was going to take that, but holding down that, that defuse button, believing in your teammates, and sure enough, Triumph wins the round and now leads 5-1 in here game 1 of Grand Finals of the Valorant Sunday Showdown. These teams are playing for $1,000.
So sick from Zeno and Derek so far. Still playing so well is Zeno. Derek picking himself up, not at all deterred by the last game, is going for the top frag mark as well. He's like, wait, there's a HyperX headset on the line? Oh, okay, I might actually top frag this game. Whoa, you guys are giving out a HyperX headset? All right, I'm going to try. So not enough is grand finals for Derek. He also wants the little cherry on top. Zeno, meanwhile, being so aggressive towards the C side. He's so far pushed up. He won't get spotted quite just yet. Derek, meanwhile, trying to find a cheeky little pick towards mid. Just going to start firing away
And
nothing doing.
Grab Orb is now just trying to force their way through the garage, and now the rotate is coming through. Heading
Look
on
at
over
Zeno.
to A. Oh, look at this nice little spot from Capo.
Capo is perfectly positioned. He's got to play it right.
He's
He's
gonna
got to
meet.
play it patiently.
Oh, they're going short. Are they going short? Oh my goodness! That could have been close.
It could have been so much worse.
That could have been so much
That could have
worse.
been like 4 headshots in a split second, but not that lucky is Capo. They will still take A site.
And Romanov by himself. Oof.
That is tough. This is only now a 2v4 for Triumph. There are some rusty health bars on the side of Grab Orb now, but I think Triumph will think better of it. They have a decent lead. No need to throw the economy in the trash just yet.
And just like that, Grab Orb now going to get the spike on to A. And we'll take this round to reduce the lead to only 3 points.
Simple showing us his very nice sword. Very cool.
It's a very beautiful sword.
I do like it. I referenced this last week stream. If you were here
Yes,
with
that's
us
right.
last week, the name of the sword from Lord of the Rings that glows blue in danger is called Sting.
Sting. Yes, it is.
I had no idea. Nobody helped me out.
Didn't Frodo Baggins was given that sword by an elf, or was it from his uncle?
It was from his uncle Bilbo.
Okay.
R.I.P. as well.
Okay.
The
Oh, yes,
actor
absolutely.
Sir Ian Holmes, actor who played Bilbo.
Passed away.
Passed away recently. R.I.P. Meanwhile, there is a Valorant game going on. Grab Orb now getting another round on the board. Really awesome to see. They won't be shut out by Triumph on this half.
And we see some saves coming in on the side of Triumph. Classic pistols, 1 Sheriff on Romanov. Zeno will be comfy on that Spectre, while Simple will keep their Vandal. While Grab Orb now is fully stocked. Shields, Op, Phantom Vandals.
Yeah,
Man.
Grab Orb now poised to close the lead to 2 unless Triumph can do something a little wonky here.
And it seems like we have a pause. Do we know the pause?
We'll figure out, get them
We
going.
had Capo disconnected, so we have a pause due to disconnect. But everyone, just to remind you, we are here at Grand Finals. This is the best of 3 between Triumph and Grab Orb now. Grab Orb now, returning team of the Valorant Sunday Showdown, and also champions of the Valorant Sunday Showdown. And Triumph, a brand new team here in Grand Finals and making a statement tonight, showing that, hey, we're here to play and we're here to win.
I can't sing the praises of Triumph high enough. I've been continually impressed by these guys. I gotta shout out Zeno. The guy's been absolutely mental through this whole tournament. I don't think he slowed down in the last 3 matches at all. There was never a time where I was like, oh, I wonder like what happened to Zeno. You know, he hasn't been getting as many kills.
Absolutely.
Getting kills every single round. Can't, like I said, can't say enough about him. But what is really surprising to see, Simple. I think he was right under Zeno. I think Zeno had something like 27 kills. Simple had something like 23 last match. Not quite as comfortable, it looks like, on the new
Omen.
Omen
Yeah.
that this is. So it is an interesting pick. You have to wonder, regardless of how the rest of this game goes for Triumph, if Simple isn't able to pick it up, it would be interesting to see if he does go back to that Sova, more of that comfort pick for him.
Absolutely. It was odd to see him on that Omen. And as you mentioned, he doesn't seem too comfortable playing that character. He has gotten a few kills here and there, but it's not his play style. He seems to be more of the guy to get the intel. Hey, let your team members know. And but hey, his team's winning. They're picking up the slack.
Yeah, what
can you do?
what can I say? Yeah.
Exactly.
It will be interesting to see how he utilizes that on attack as well. Like you said, Omen is more of an attack-sided character. Meanwhile, Grab Orb now bringing the attack to A, which is a completely empty site for the side of Triumph. You will have Romanov try to come around, but he is a bit late to the party as the smokes go down. This will be a really big flank from Triumph flanking around here. I don't know how much they know quite just yet. So now they're getting the word that it is A. They are coming through, but Romanov is going to have to delay this push here. He has no team practically to back him up.
This is going to be a very interesting retake here from Triumph. They do have one ultimate on their side.
Sheriffs are flying, trying to catch a cheeky headshot, but that trap is going to deny a lot of space. Capo gets it started, but 6 with 2 dirty headshots onto Xeno and Simple. Those are 2 big characters to cape out. Meanwhile, Capo does go down. Derek does get Kwanzi for his trouble, but then gets taken out, and it is just down to Romanov. Makes a bit of a statement before he goes down. You do have to give credit for Triumph for getting some frags there, but Grab Orb now far too competent with the full buy.
And great stuff from 6, flanking around that A site, or a short A connector onto those members who were unsuspecting of 6. That wall blocked him off and was able to just tap, take him out, and set the tone for that retake and said, hey guys, we have this, see you later. And now Grab Orb now has reduced the lead to 2 points.
I think one thing that's really interesting so far about this match is that no, he didn't get the kill there.
Derek got
Okay, so Derek cleaned it up onto Rare.
Oh,
Card trades out Xeno though for it. Not the greatest use of the ult, arguably, from Xeno that we've seen thus far. It is down to a 4v4, however. Grab Orb now focusing more towards the B site. They could still pull off if they wanted to, but Card looks like he's gonna, no, just as I say it, of course backs off. He was looking edgy towards the B site, thought better of it, waits for backup, and now there are lots of Grab Orb now guns pointing towards this B site.
Yep, and Simple by himself on this B site. He does have Romanov to help him on the left-hand side, but it's all him by himself.
Smoke's down.
6 smokes are down. Stim Beacon is down, so the rate of fire is up. Ooh, but the great Molly. Wow, Simple getting that kill on 6. So great Molly over from Romanov to help his teammates secure that kill.
What a great defensive play there from Triumph, and they do get the spike down. This is so tricky for Grab Orb now as time comes down. Card forced to pop the ult here is going to have to make something crazy happen. Pops out the eye, does pick out the spike, but Capo says, no, leave that there.
Simple getting kill on Tekka, and just like that, Triumph are now leading. Only one team member remaining on Grab Orb now, and he's not going to do much but take a step back and wait.
Simple finally getting himself really going here in this round. Absolutely crucial to this B-hold with his double kill. An interesting res, I think, coming out from Derek, and Derek then wraps up the kill onto Kwanzi. Not sure about using the ult there particularly, as it's now not ready for a while.
Quite some time, indeed. They do have the lead. Possibly just the res, just to make sure that his teammate didn't have to buy a weapon the following round.
That's actually a really good point.
Yeah.
I did not think of that. That's why these guys are at grand finals, and that's why I'm talking to you guys. They teach me. Derek playing so well this game. The frags have been so consistent for him. You can pretty much always count on him to get a kill. Yeah, just a really, really crucial player for Triumph this round.
Ooh, and
Capo. Really excellent entry frag onto Kwanzi. Gets to back off for free. Rare forced to burn the res there. It is back to even footing, but Grab Orb now really having to reconsider their strategy on this one.
And look at that intel he got too. He saw 4 members there in long A, and he's like, hey guys, they're all over here. It might want to rotate, but Grab Orb now got the signal from that camera and was like, all right, guys, this ain't the play. Let's rotate on over and shift ourselves.
Grab Orb now definitely forced to rethink their A positioning. Going over towards B once again seems to be their preferred site thus far. Despite the low success rate, they will, looks like, carve out a play towards Garage, but they will run into Xeno if they're not careful. Get spotted out, but it doesn't matter. Xeno takes out Tekka right through the wall. Rare will trade out Capo. Rare heals himself up, getting the health bars back on equal footing as Six is able to get this plant down. Oh, just as Simple comes around the corner and takes him out.
And they want to get this defuse, but Hunter's Furies has been unleashed, and Simple is going to get taken out.
Wow.
Great ultimates. Oh, and another one.
No
wow,
way.
Kwanzi, you are a madman. He's just better. He's just better.
And this is why we wanted to see this Sova pick from Simple. Kwanzi's showing Simple like, hey, if you had picked Sova, this is what you could be doing right now.
And
but
Kwanzi secures
wraps
it.
it up. A triple kill with only abilities, no bullets needed.
He got a double kill with the Hunter's Fury, secured the kill with the Shock Dart, and secured the plant. Like, wow, great stuff from Kwanzi, really pulling through for his team and reducing the lead that Triumph has over Grab Orb now. Great stuff from both teams. Crazy firefights.
No money really left on the side of Triumph after this buy. They are completely out of savings. Meanwhile, Kwanzi making his case for the HyperX MVP of the match. He said, oh, you guys are giving out a headset? Oh, I want a headset. Six opening up the round onto Derek. A really crucial kill. No heals left on the side of Triumph. They're going to have to be a little more creative with this defense and play a little more careful. Simple, though, absolutely nutty out mid. Does get taken out, but that is a really important kill to get things closer to even for Triumph.
And Xeno taking on Kwanzi over there at Long C.
3v3 now for both teams. It will be B site again for Grab Orb now. They have preferred this site largely through the half.
And that was a great wall placement, which blocked the molly from Romanov.
Oh, wow. Card absolutely telepathic, reading the minds of Triumph, knowing where they're at. Just Romanov left. He's gonna have to do something a little sneaky, but they don't know where he is.
Grab Orb now has just great angles right now. If Triumph or Romanov goes for that defuse, oh, he spots out Xeon.
Oh man, it was
Rare.
so
Okay.
close for Romanov. He had the opportunity to make it happen, but maybe not enough time. Would have had to get 3 pretty difficult kills to wrap that up. Nonetheless,
yeah, that's
a
just
valiant
tough.
effort. And now Grab Orb now bring it within 1 for the last round of this half.
Wow, are we gonna have another close one? It could be. It's a possibility. Triumph, they had their foot in the gas, but slowly they have taken it off, and Grab Orb now cutting the lead down here in the half. The play seems to be A.
Fire in the hole!
Alt coming out.
Defensive smokes do come down for Triumph. Capo kind of stuck in the corner here. He's going to be making first contact, not able to win that particular trade. Romanov trying to get some revenge here, but Grab Orb now are going to be able to make it onto site as Triumph are forced to rotate. Simple down to 12 health. Alt away, gets taken out by Rare. Rare does get traded out, but Xeno goes down in the meantime, so it is 4v2 for Grab Orb now.
Lear used. And only 2 members remain. Bucky, no use.
I know exactly where you are.
And just like that, all that remains is Romanov.
Romanov, nothing doing here. Grab Orb now will even this up, barring any magic from Romanov. Don't think he can do it.
Oof.
But that is how it starts.
Oof.
That's how it continues. And that's how it ends.
Kwanzi getting the kill onto Romanov. And just like that, Grab Orb now have tied it at the half. And sides will switch.
Absolutely incredible. I believe it was 5-1 at one point for the side of
It
Triumph.
was. And it seems to be going that way for Triumph. They set,
Yeah.
they set a lead. and slow that lead just dwindles down. And now let's see how they respond here in the second half. We have Simple on the attacking side with that Omen. Let's see what kind of strats he pulls off. I don't feel like the way he plays the character fits his defense side.
Yeah. We'll see if they can make it happen here on the offending side. It will be tough as GrabOrb now certainly has the momentum at their back, but we do know Triumph to be a very aggressive side. Zeno in particular loves to get up and close and personal with the enemy, and he's doing so now at Garage, trying to get some info with the Roomba. Does get spotted out, but he doesn't much care about that. Still forcing GrabOrb now to back off to sites.
And Spike is moving through short A.
Zeno, again, the lone man off to the side, as Triumph often does. They leave him there to do his own thing. Triumph getting spotted out, thinks better of it, going to make a play towards one of the other site. They do force the rotate from at least one member of GrabOrb now, so they may be able to get their foot in the door, but that may have been a fake. They might be going for the double bluff.
Triumph taking it slow here in the pistol round of the second half. 4 members hanging out in that long A.
Smoke's down.
Zeno by himself will meet a member right here. Will catch Swansea, not looking, and the push is on here at A.
Simple, unable to make it happen, but his team does back him up. This is a really good position for Derek, who picks up the triple. Ever the assassin with the ghost, and now it is just up to Card to make a hero play.
Spike is planted, Card by himself, ghost in hand.
I don't know where he is quite yet, so that's a lot of progress he is able to make, but he is unable to get the bullets on target. Derek with a pistol round 4K. Derek striving for the HyperX MVP of the match.
Wow, great stuff from Triumph. Getting Zeno getting that early kill, not early kill, but getting that kill on to Kwanzi to force the push entirely onto A immediately. So great stuff from Triumph, taking that round and taking the lead here in the second half.
I'm so proud of Derek. He's been doing so well.
He's been
playing out of his mind.
Killing it.
I mean, just so useful on both sides of play, you know, not only being such an offensive threat, but always backing his team up. 6 trying to make something happen here at A short, getting some cheeky damage down, going to have to back off, not going to win any battles there. Zeno, meanwhile, going to meet Card here in Garage. Card runs away from the Roomba, not wanting to start this fight just yet. Simple is pushed up quite far towards B. He could be the spark of this powder keg.
Shadows traveling, stealing sight.
Here comes the rotate from GrabOrb now. Only one man on site as it is, and he's going to go down just as quick as he came. GrabOrb now forced to retake through this awkward B site. The bullets flying through. Derek with the headshot onto Rare. Meanwhile, Romanov takes out Card as Card takes out Capo. It is only 2 men left for GrabOrb now. Make that 1, as this is just Tekka's job to do, and he's only got a classic to do it with.
And then absolutely great stuff from Triumph, taking that B site, overrunning it, and getting those entry frags in the process. Tekka, by himself, is considering the push.
I mean, what's he got to lose, right?
Oh, takes out Derek in the process, and will head out.
No time there, but still the best play from Tekka, just to make a little dent in that economy. Says,
no problem.
I'm going to go out with a little blaze of glory. Why not? Good for you, Tekka.
Good
I
try,
believe.
good try.
Triumph extending the lead to not that much of a margin, especially given how these games have gone. I mean, especially given that just in this game, GrabOrb now came back from a 5-round deficit. I doubt they're panicking right now.
Absolutely. There's plenty of time left. They're very close, neck and neck. Full buy coming in on the side of GrabOrb now.
This is the tough part about winning those first 2 rounds, though, is you usually have at least 1 or 2 agents stuck on the Spectre while the losing team gets that full buy. That is really tricky to deal with. You could have Zeno, you know, buy Vandal, but if this round goes, they're, you know, the economy is just that much more decimated.
And Spike is still hanging around.
Oh, Romanov
Spawn.
gonna get a little in trouble. not
and
able to
Card.
close it out on Card. Card with the quick assassination and back off. Now Triumph missing a leg in this push. They're gonna have to get smart. Zeno not able to close it out, and it's because of that Spectre. You have to imagine if he had a Vandal or a Phantom in that situation, that's a kill every time.
And Spike's still over by Spawn.
Wait, did you guys? Wait, I thought you had the
You
bomb.
will not
I
kill
was
my
supposed to grab the
ally.
bomb?
Derek will res Romanov. So now the agents are evened up. And they'll get a second try at this. And it looks like B will be the play.
Both teams definitely being more preferential towards B. And Kwanzi also preferring B does get the action started.
my goodness.
But he's going to stand in the way of Simple and that, or excuse me, in the way of Rare. He will trade out Simple for his trouble and get taken out, but a bit of an awkward argy-bargy there as Triumph do make their way onto the site, but it is by no means won. A little easier now that Card's gone.
And Tekka by himself again, taking out Capo.
Prepare for hell.
72 health remaining. Spike is planted. Oh, and Romanov with the quick peek and takes out Tekka.
That was exactly the right thing from Romanov to do. The distance that he stepped out was perfect. If he stays too close to that corner, it's way too easy for Tekka to snap on his head and take him out. He took like full 2 steps to the right, and that distance was way too far for Tekka to match that, like to flick to match that. Yeah, so really smart play from Romanov. Really great stuff from Triumph. Now a 3-round lead, reasserting their dominance as they so often do at the beginning of halves.
And Grab
So,
Orb's economy is decimated at
Yeah.
this moment in time.
I had other words, but yeah, decimated as well.
Hard with the early kill onto Romanov. Absolutely crazy headshot. Zeno pushing hard through Garage.
Zeno, ever the aggressor, is going to move up here towards window, try to flank out. Derek does even up the score, taking out Rare. Oh.
Wow.
Oh,
no! No!
No!
Not like this. I was... That's... Oh, no!
That should have never
No.
happened. Zeno, I lament because I know he is kicking himself. That should have been an easy double kill, but now Tekka gets a kill, and it's actually 3v2 for Grab Orb now because of that mistake. Really heartbreaking for the side of Triumph if they can't hold it, and it's just down to Capo as he gets pushed in from both sides.
Still has full health, still has full armor.
Interesting Hellfire.
Oh,
Tekka, so quick on the flick. Grab Orb now getting on the board rather for the second half. So tough for Zeno. I don't even want to talk about
I
it.
want to know where he's... that's a not like this emoji.
Yeah.
If can I get a not like this emoji in the chat, please?
Not like this.
Not like this.
Not like this.
That should have been an easy one tap. He's dead.
Yeah.
And it was just one of those moments.
There's such a thing as trigger discipline, but there's also such a thing as pulling the trigger.
Right here.
And that I definitely understand, why he waited, because the reward can be so
Much greater,
huge.
yep.
It can pay off, but at some point you just need to lock up the kill.
That was at least 5 seconds without pressing the trigger.
Oh gosh, I don't have the patience to do that. I know that much. So credit, where credit's due, but still really tough for Zeno there. Grab Orb now getting back into the match, especially as their economy last round was nothing. That's a really important win.
Very
for them.
huge round for them.
So far, Triumph not committing anywhere just yet. Staying back as Zeno does try to be a little more aggressive. Oh, just so close to... There he goes. A really poorly timed drone there from Kwanzi is going to lead to his demise. Triumph do get the advantage in this round as some defensive smokes come out for Grab Orb now to try to stop the bleeding. But it looks like Triumph may take it over to C here, and Grab Orb now may be caught off guard by that. It looks like they will have Rare rotate around now, but it might be too late, because as the smoke goes away here in Garage, Triumph will execute onto C.
Molly.
Here come the smokes from Triumph now pushing onto site. Just one man in their way. Six will take out Derek, but Romanov does trade him out. Zeno, meanwhile, takes out Card, giving the advantage to Triumph as they take the site. This will be a tricky retake for GrabOrb now, considering the state of the economy. Wise for them to back off and not push it. Just going to try to make dents elsewhere. A very succinct round from Triumph. Really smartly played.
Absolutely. Great stuff. The spike does go down, but the defuse will go. Ooh. Zeno getting the kill onto Rare.
Guys, I think Zeno's pretty good at this game.
He's fairly good. That's for sure.
At least fairly good.
I mean, he has the nerves to handle any situation.
Yeah.
Not afraid to push, not afraid to be aggressive. Sometimes he get a little bit too aggressive, but it's generally it's in his favor.
Oh,
that was very close.
So close.
So close.
Zeno's utility usage is definitely what's put him apart from other raises that we've seen. I want to see a stat for how much damage he's done with those grenades, with those ults, because it has to be in like the tens of thousands by this point. He's just racking it up, always knowing where the grenades should land. Really excellent stuff from him. Taking away the top frag title from Derek. Derek's hero plays not quite enough to edge him out, but he does have a few rounds left. If things keep going this way, the lead is extended back to 3 for Triumph. They will spread out. Zeno taking a lot of damage there, forced to back off. Not the aggression not paying off this time around.
Zeno spraying through that wall, hoping to catch somebody. But A seems to be the play. Only one member on A, and that is Tekka by himself. Camera goes out, will get shot out immediately. Tekka knows that someone is at A, but where? We do see a rotation coming in from spawn side over to A. That will probably go into heaven more than likely. No.
Here comes the flank from Card, the flank from Card as well, but it's way too late as this is, wow, I can't believe he survived that. Triumph will take the site as Simple picks up a double kill, likely his first of the game. Very important multi-kill there to retain control of the site. GrabOrb now forced into a 3v4 and one of the hardest sites to retake. They are really pinched into these tight hallways. Six trying to get a nice angle from heaven, but not able to do so. Is going to take some damage as Romanov takes out Rare. It's just such a difficult push. Card trades out for Derek. Now just Six, the lone man standing, gonna have to run away.
Yep, and he will have to save. It's going to be a 11-7 lead here after this round. So Six wants to prevent as much cash from coming out of his pockets in the following rounds if they want to stay alive.
I think GrabOrb now, this next round is do or die for them. They will have some money in their pockets, but if they drop this next round, it is game point for Triumph, and we'll be moving on to Bind.
Absolutely. This is a best of 3. Just a reminder, as my co-host just stated, Bind is the next map. We all love Bind, and we know how Triumph absolutely loves Bind as well.
And it will be interesting to see if Simple switches off the Omen onto Sova. I don't want to harp on it too much. You know, I like that he's trying new things. I appreciate the mix-up, but definitely not paying out so far this round in terms of what we saw from the Sova game. Ooh, Zeno, so sick. Simple using the gun to the best of his advantage, but Rare will trade out Zeno and Simple. Very important 2 kills for GrabOrb now. The Hunter's Fury not going to find too much doing. Derek is brought low. No heal available. A 3v3 here. Make that 3v4 as Rail pops the ult. Oh, and Romanov with an excellently placed orbital strike. Really staunch defense, and look at the flank coming out from GrabOrb now. They have a chance to do some damage if this is executed quickly enough, but they're gonna hold back.
Under a minute. Triumph taking it slow. They got some picks.
This will be interesting. Cypher v Cypher around this corner. And they think better of it quite yet. Not ready to duel quite yet. Triumph, meanwhile, less than 40 seconds. Looks like they will be playing towards A once again. definitely a understandable move as it is so hard to retake on the side of Grab Orb now. They will get on his site, but Grab Orb now is there to meet them. And 6 gets it started out to Romanov. He will get traded out, but not before making an impact. 2v2. Guanzi takes out Derek. Tekka takes out Capo. Succinct retake from Grab Orb now. Expertly done.
And great stuff from Grab Orb now, bringing it that much closer to a tied game. And you don't want Triumph to be on that bleeding edge of winning the match.
We said that was the do or die round for Grab Orb now, but they done did.
Absolutely. Now Rare as an operator. First time we've seen an op all game.
All game, yeah.
Can someone get this?
And this is a do or die situation, so I understand Rare's going to watch that mid, try and get an early pick through window.
It's interesting, though. I know the op to be a very momentum-based weapon. You know, if you haven't had it in your hands all match, it can be tough to adjust, you know, from the Vandal to the op. So it will be interesting to see if Rare can make the most of it regardless.
Card playing aggressive, too.
Yeah, Card pushing straight out. He does have the ult available to him if he wants to just run in. Reyna definitely gives you that ability. He does pop the ult here, still playing a bit patient, and he will be rewarded for it, and it gets away scot-free with the opening kill onto Simple.
And B is walled off. Spike still in window. Members of Triumph posturing around garage. It looks like a C take, more than likely, if Zeno can get this entry pack. Now under a minute. Zeno going in. Paint canister out.
Does get revealed there, and 6 will punish him for the aggression now. Grab Orb now with a 2-man advantage. Tekka making it a 3-man advantage. Derek forced into a really awkward position. Tekka gonna wipe the floor with Triumph, getting the triple kill, bringing Grab Orb now within 2 rounds, preventing Triumph from getting onto that match point and forcing Triumph to likely save here.
And Triumph has that ultimate res team member from Sage, and also that teleport from Omen. Not the most advantageous ultimate with that Omen, but if you give him the spike in the right time, he can make a play happen.
I'm finding out some super secret information from Twitch chat, the ever reliable source, that Romanov was actually formed in a laboratory in a vat, so it makes a lot of sense, but Card doesn't care. He says, subhuman, you know, human, whatever.
I'll take him out, yep. And just like that, Grab Orb now make a statement here.
Oh, this is such a dangerous play here from Garage, but there's no one there to meet them, so they might just get away with it. They are going to push towards that C site as the execute comes through from Triumph. Interesting teleport coming out from Simple here. Will make his way out onto site. Grab Orb now is responding. Card is responding with the triple kill. Rushes right out into site to get the quad kill. 4K resolution on Card. Absolutely hero play.
And now the lead is cut to 1.
And look at this teamwork from Grab Orb now. Not a top fragger to be found. The resources being evenly shared across the board. Meanwhile, you do have Zeno as the standout player of the game. Definitely would have been my prediction for the top fragger, knowing what we know about how he's played in the last 2 matches. But really excellent stuff from Grab Orb now, bringing it within 1.
And Derek getting an op now as well. We see the ops finally popping up here in late game.
Only took 21 rounds. But that's just how back and forth this has been so far. Not, you know, either team, the op is such a risky investment with how close these rounds have been going that you can lose so much economy through there. So I definitely understand it. But now, as we've said, it is do or die. We want the best guns on the board. Triumph leaving the bond behind for now. Capo so close to getting Card. Wow.
That was
so
really
surprised.
Close.
Yeah. I thought he got spotted out there, but did make the absolute best of it. Zeno follows up as well onto 6 with a kill of his own. So there is a tricky health bar for Capo, but they do have the 5v3 advantage Capo now, gonna
I
run
know
knife
exactly
first
where you
into Tekka. Tekka bringing it closer. Simple getting taken so low, finally gets taken out by Kwanzi, and now is a 3v3, and Triumph don't really have control of a bomb site. They will take it to C, but Zeno, ever the man on a mission. He is the lone wolf, and he's gonna get rewarded for it. Takes out Tekka, and now it is, the ball is in Grab Orb now's court.
And Derek holding that C location.
Crab Orb now thought they might run back and save, but decides, you know what, we can't let them get to match point. They are going to push out onto this site. Derek will be the first to make contact, and he gets the kill on a Kwanzi. Rare does respond, so this will be tricky. He might be able to clutch this out, but he is running out of time. There's no way. He's going to have to just try and get some kills. He doesn't know where they are. Zeno picks up the triple kill. A tough situation indeed for Rare, but Triumph bringing the game to game point.
Yep, right on the edge. Another close one here for Triumph. Able to prevail thanks to Zeno's actions of just absolutely mowing down members of the side of Grab Orb now.
Triumph definitely relying on Zeno here to take them through this game. Derek, though, with a really strong performance as well. Really, really impressive stuff. But, I mean, what can you say about Grab Orb now? Kwanzi has been, consistently fragging, trying to get these, eke out these close rounds. I think there's only been a few rounds that, in this entire match that haven't been, very close. All of these rounds coming right down to the wire.
Yep. Absolutely. And we do see Spike over by window. Not playing it too aggressively other than two members at A on the side of Triumph trying to get some intel. But Tekka has that camera. Great angle. Smoked out though. Ooh, and Card is pushing as well. But won't find anything. And it's quiet.
Both teams taking
Ooh,
their
Romanov
time.
needs to be careful.
Oh, no.
Yep.
What are you doing? No! Kwanzi! The gun didn't work! Finally gets the kill. He will get traded out by Simple fairly easily enough. So they will go towards C. I don't even want to know what that was from Kwanzi. 6 does get the redemption kill onto Simple. Card follows it up with a kill on Zeno of his own. Now a 3v4 for Triumph. And now a 2v4, 2v3 for Triumph.
What?
Wow, Card is so sick. Derek, though, not deterred by that. Only 2 members left for Grab Orb now. This is still very possible for Derek.
10 seconds remaining. Oh, and Tekka.
Not quick
They're
enough.
waiting, and now 1 point away from tying it up. Grab Orb now is on the verge of sending it to overtime. My gosh, Triumph, I'm telling you, they are probably on the fringe of madness.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been so, I mean, Triumph, we've been singing their praises for the last 3 matches, but all of these matches have come right down to the wire, and they've all come right down to the wire after Triumph establishes a lead. So it's got to be so tough mentally to ride these up and down roller coasters of, all right, we got a 5-round lead. All right, well, they tied it up. All right, now they took a lead. All right, now we got the lead back. That is very demanding on the mind. Will be tough to see how they hold it together here. Zeno being holding back, still not playing his usually aggressive angles. Looks like Triumph will try to get an edge towards B. There are members of Grab Orb now to greet them.
And Sheriff's on the side of Triumph. It's a very tough situation. They opted to save.
Yeah, I don't think that really plays because you get 5,000.
Absolutely, that's fine.
Lose this, so. Wow. So now Triumph are on A site. After a lot of action, faster than the mind can process, they do get the plant. It is a 3v2 for the side of Triumph. They have a great opportunity here to close this out.
Simple has a great angle. Molly, oh, he's
great angle. Absolutely excellent Molly from 6. He will get taken out by Derek, but Derek will get traded out for the 1v1.
Molly. Oh,
No,
the
no,
wall.
not quick enough.
He doesn't know. Oh, he does. Wow, Kwanzi's just better.
So gutsy to pull off that bomb,
And
evens it up.
here we are. OT, OT, as Drake would sing.
12. Can't believe it, actually. Triumph had every avenue to win and close out this game. Grab Orb now never deterred, playing so well as a team, honestly. Each member of the team stepping up in all of these situations. So now I think the weight really lies on Triumph to hold it together and not, tilt off the face of this planet and get this last round. We'll see how they play it. I expect both teams to play quite patiently, not gonna give up too much if they can.
We can overcome them.
This is dangerous from Rare.
And they're being aggressive.
I can't believe how aggressive Rare is being. That's so dangerous. He doesn't have an ult, so you can somewhat understand it. Meanwhile, Simple on the other side of the map does open up the action onto Card. Card pushed a little too forward, and Rare will trade out Capo for his trouble. Six takes out Xeno to save Rare, so now all of a sudden the tides are in Grab Orb now's favor.
Ooh, Rare killing it.
And that's
Six,
why he's so aggressive.
this duo doing work in the mid.
Simple
and
left.
Tekka.
Wow, he can't clutch it out. Grab Orb now, the come from behind victory. Absolutely excellent stuff from them.
Wow.
I mean, just so impressive to stay mentally tough from a 5-0 deficit to bring it all the way back to win 13-12. You can't say enough about that performance. That's so
They
sick.
played 25 rounds. They played 25 rounds. That's
They went the
insane.
distance.
They went the distance. They brought it to overtime, and they won. And absolutely, I'm speechless.
Yeah.
We're going into game 2, very neck and neck, and now we're heading into Bind, a fairly more even map that a lot of teams are used to playing on. So we'll see if the skill, or the range of rounds is going to be neck and neck, or is there going to be a lead? One's just going to have a better strat than the other. But hey, who knows? Who knows? We're going to take a quick 5-minute break, and once we do, we'll be back with Game 2. Currently, Grab Orb now leads 1-0 over Triumph, and let's see if they can finish it out here next on the Valorant Sunday Showdown.
The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. Control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Dilly G here with Big Boss getting into Game 2 of Grand Finals. We just witnessed Grab Orb now with an absolutely sensational comeback victory over Triumph, bringing it 13-12, the full distance of 25 rounds. We are quickly going to get into round 2 here. Next map is Bind, and if we do make it to a Game 3, we will see Ascent, but right now, Triumph going to have to climb the mountain of the 0-1 deficit.
Absolutely. It's going to be tough. You know, their previous game before this finals match, it went to the wire, and the first game went to the wire here in finals, and now they got to play a Game 2 and possibly a Game 3. So let's see how their mentals hold here. You know, they're playing against Grab Orb now. They are, you know, they've been here before. They've gone on 2-0 winning streaks here in the championship. So we've seen them do it, so let's see if Triumph can climb this hill and conquer Grab Orb now at the Valorant Sunday Showdown. But as you mentioned, we're headed to Bind again, the lovely map known as Bind. And if it's necessary, we're going to Game 3 and we're seeing Ascent, and we just know for a fact Split ain't it. Nobody will ever play Split in a competitive environment, in my opinion, unless they have some crazy strat that just cheeses straight up.
I mean, Split doesn't really make much sense when you think about it. I mean, we don't have to harp on it too much, but when you look at the entrance to like B site and like how to push either site, like neither way is optimal, but it also like isn't fun on defense because it's really hard to rotate. It's actually extremely hard to rotate because you either have to walk a mile or you have to go on these goofy ropes that reveal your position, wreck your aim. It's so inconsistent. So I definitely understand it. We are getting into Bind here, the proverbial Dust 2 of our Valorant game. Be interesting to see. We did see Triumph pull out the double, or excuse me, not the double. They pulled out the Cypher and the Sova previously when we saw them on this. Last map was the Cypher and the Omen going over to Simple, so it will be interesting to see if we do see the adjustment there. Simple, honestly, having an out-of-character game, I would say. We know Simple is a very strong player. We know him to be very strong, and not just with the gunplay. We saw some absolutely insane Sova plays.
Double kill with Shock Dart.
Never seen that.
100 Fury kills, absolutely crazy stuff. And Triumph, we do have a Sova. There we see it. Simple, running that Sova.
Makes
back
sense
to
to
it.
me.
And for the most part, these are very similar. Yep, these are similar comps.
Yeah, I would say these are the same comps that we saw, or no Reyna actually on the side of Triumph this time. They did switch that over, I think, to the Raze.
Yep.
Yes. So Raze v Raze, Brimstone v Brimstone, etc., etc. Completely mirrored comps here. So no one getting an edge in character-wise. So looks like Triumph will start out on the attacking side already, favoring the A side. And this is what we see from Triumph largely on Bind so far today, is they will put 4 members to one side of the map very heavily, and then Xeno just goes nuts on the other side. So they definitely put a lot of trust in this guy to be a big playmaker, see if he can get much, but he will be spotted out. But that does mean they're not really looking towards A here for the side of Grab Orb now. The XQ will come out. Tekka, though, getting it started, almost picks up the triple for himself. Isn't quite that lucky, but an excellent start for Grab Orb now with the advantage.
And Card using utility to spam him out.
Card, what a response on Xeno. The turnaround
What?
gets the blind kill on Simple. So sick from Grab Orb now. What can you say about that retake?
Absolutely crazy stuff from Card. That paint canister shell thrown was delayed on that. Oh my goodness. It was just great turn of events. Was able to get the kill onto Xeno, who absolutely should have killed Card immediately.
Yeah, I mean, Xeno, I think this is the second time in 2 games that we've seen him drop kind of an easy kill, unfortunately.
As we saw in the previous match with the on the Reyna.
I don't even want to think about that. But yeah, I mean, Xeno definitely should have wrapped that up. But all credit, for
Card
to turn around with that quick adjustment. He missed, I think, the first shot, and then was able to get the adjustment for the headshot on the second shot. So looks like Triumph will go back towards A once more with the save round. Grab Orb now picking up some SMGs on their side. 2 only on A for Grab Orb now, so they will have to outgun them for now. Card taking a bit of damage as he backs away, but look how clumped Triumph are. That can be really dangerous if they're not careful. Capo gets him out of trouble, but Kwanzi takes him down for it. Kwanzi takes everyone down for it with the 4K. Tekka there to back him up, rare as well. Excellent stuff from Kwanzi, just absolutely destroying Triumph.
Yep, and just like that, Lemmings filing out to their doom. Kwanzi happy to grab their souls. And Grab Orb now lead 2-0, really stopping any efforts Triumph is trying to do here.
So Triumph is able to get that full buy together at the cost of their whole economy. Grab Orb now holding on to 3 SMGs here, so Triumph do have the edge, and now they are going to play a little more on the back of Xeno, not leaving him to all of his own devices quite this time, but they are still keeping some eyes towards A to keep that option open as Capo does push up towards A short. Xeno getting so aggressive, rare trade, kills Romanov for free, and Xeno now has such an advantageous position, but they are going to back off as they're not quite committed to this B site.
And shots just firing off, spamming away, trying to get some intel, somebody to peek or look away.
Grab Orb now not yet privy to the rotate here, but they are going to figure it out as Card, it will be the first one to greet the visitors. He'll back off as hopefully the Ruma does some work, but the push from Triumph taking a little too long as Grab Orb now is able to get themselves in position for the defense. Derek taking so much damage. Card's utility absolutely nuts, doing so much damage with these grenades. Does get taken out by Capo. They do get the spike down despite the 3v4 deficit.
And Zeno rotating towards Shower is going to meet another member of Grab Orb now.
Oh, got caught. Reload or drop switching guns. Simple does get the wall bang on the Tekka, but Rare closes it out. Just Capo left. Not able to spray down 6. Grab Orb now will get the defuse. That is a devastating blow for Triumph early, as that is going to cost them all of their economy so far. Grab Orb now saving quite a bit in terms of guns and money. Grab Orb now extending their lead 3-0.
And look at that KDA spread on the side of Grab Orb now. Only a total of 5 deaths on their side. So absolutely great stuff from Grab Orb now. I believe the Raze Cypher combo over at A is really deterring a lot of members from Triumph from securing that spot with the amount of utility they have over there that is affecting the area. And now they decided to switch up over to B because, hey, it's not working out over there.
Yeah, they have to. They have to make an adjustment here. But, yeah, absolutely right. Card has been so sick with that utility over on A, basically single-handedly delaying and disrupting these pushes. Meanwhile, Kwanzi will try to get it started here as the utility flies in on B. Grab Orb now definitely knowing that this is where it's going to come. 6 starts out with a spray through the smoke onto Simple, and now Triumph forced to rethink their plans.
Here.
And Grab Orb now just getting the early frag, setting the tone, and Zeno matching that tone with the headshot onto 6. And the spike still over by B short, heading into mid, and it looks like the rotate may happen.
Yeah, Grab Orb now is really committed to this B site here, so it would make sense for Triumph to try to take advantage of the lone member of Grab Orb now over on A, but I don't think it's coming out quite quick enough, and Card will take out Capo. I think this does force Triumph here to get a move on towards A. Tekka taking out Romanov. Derek is going to be able to move on to site, but he will... Oh, he's going to take it over to B where Zeno is, and so they do actually get control of this site as Card is forced to back off into the corridor, but they don't know where he is, and Card cleans up for a triple kill.
Yikes. That was an absolute blunder, and Card securing the round, giving the op up to his buddy Rare, and like, all right, guys, we are making waves. The wind is blowing, and we're going to set ourselves and head for this Game 2 win and another Valorant Sunday Showdown championship.
And I think this is the first match that we've seen Triumph in so far where they haven't taken a lead to start out. That's actually quite big news for Grab Orb now. You have to wonder about Triumph's mentality. It takes so much mental endurance to push through not just these matches, but to push through matches that are close. And we know all of Triumph's matches that we've seen have been incredibly close. So you have to wonder if they're starting to tire, if the adrenaline's starting to run out for Triumph, if the Red Bulls are empty for them. So it will be interesting to see if they can make an adjustment, because this could quickly get out of hand.
And now we see Spike moving over from mid to that A short. A lot of members of Triumph posturing over there, but they will meet Tekka and other members there if they decide to push, and the utility is coming out from the side of Triumph. Zeno getting a kill onto 6. Card exchanging with Capo.
The Raze is ever dependable for at least one kill, getting the action started. The spike is dropped onto A. Triumph will have to make some semblance of a retake here, but I don't know that Grab Orb now know that the spike is down. I'm not sure they're aware quite just yet.
Ooh, it's Simple. Great shot onto Card.
Really important frag there for Simple to take out Card. We know what a monster he can be. Derek does get the kill onto Rare as well, getting quite the advantage for Triumph.
Enemy down.
Zeno does get taken out by Kwanzi, but Kwanzi isn't a big enough hero quite yet to finish it off. Triumph getting on the board here.
Finally, and we saw Simple, who had some great frags there, really setting the tone for his team and putting himself up second on the KDA spread and bringing himself up there. I know he had a not-so-great match in the previous game, but hopefully back on the character that he's used to, he's known for, he can bring it back up and change it up.
I will say I have high expectations for Simple, and I mean it as the biggest compliment just because we've seen such great Hunter's Fury from him. We've seen such great shock darts, so we're expecting to see more of the same here. I think his team definitely will depend on it to get this dub. He is solo over towards Backer trying to get some information, but Romanov getting the action started for Triumph here as he takes out Rare. 6 forced to fall back in response. Now the 5v4 for Triumph, and they are not forced to push quite just yet.
Ooh, and Capo taking some shots, has to back off. Zeno holding that aggressive corner here over by Hookah. Owl drone flying through, will run out. Ooh, and Derek getting killed on Tekka.
I think that's his second kill of the round, opening up B long for his team. Just 6 remaining there. Not sure if he's going to be able to clutch this one out, though. It is a bit of a mess.
I know
6
exactly
finally going down. Card is there to back him up. Not able to get anything doing. Capo takes him out, and now just 1 man left on the side of Grab Orb. Now Kwanzi takes his gun and runs.
The location's revealed, and now members of Triumph are on the hunt.
Yeah, what's the Reyna line? The
Revealing
hunt
area.
begins.
Kwanzi.
They are sniffing around for this kill. He is going to run for the hills. They are pinching in on him. Just
Right here.
the edgy. So yeah, Simple does spot him out. Or no, I think he just says, I think he's there.
Definitely. Oh,
It's
he
like-
knows.
There he is.
Oof.
Simple, very clean assassination onto Kwanzi. Gets the team ace. Grab Orb now re-establishing the momentum.
Yep, slowly picking it back up. We have
Or
all
excuse me, Triumph.
Triumph, yeah. Yeah, we have 5 ults on the side of Grab Orb now, 2 ults on the side of Triumph. Grab Orb now does have the advantage regards to ults. Unfortunately, though, their economy not the greatest and will have to go for a half save, half buy here in round number 7. Derek trying to get that early pick onto Long B, but does get smoked out. Ooh, Derek. Oh my goodness, Kwanzi. Great call with Derek.
Oh, so close for Rare there. Not able to edge it out. Simple will take out Tekka as well. Oh, so dicey for Kwanzi. Not able to make anything happen. Card will take out Romanov, but his partner 6 goes down. Just 1 man remaining. But
Card,
he
here's footsteps.
is quite the force.
Wow. Nice
Card.
flick. Oh, that
wow.
was so close.
Card playing still so sick. 10, 5, and 2 so far. 7 rounds in. Fragging out of his mind.
And the full buy coming in on the side of Grab Orb now. Spending that cash. Rare spending that cash to get that operator. Only able to get a half shield. Whereas Triumph has full shields, rifles, and that operator on Romanov. Romanov himself is hanging out over by Fountain by B long. We'll try and get an early pick there for whoever peeks out.
Ops coming out so much earlier than what we saw last game. I'm interested to know why that would be. Both teams, I guess, taking a little bit more of a risk as it is, you know, do or die very much for Triumph. Zeno dodging through the bullets there. Almost gets clipped. 3 on the side of Grab Orb now watching B, so Triumph not able to find any way in so far. Simple does get close. Yeah, too aggressive. Tekka will punish that, and now Triumph do have to be a little clever to figure this round out.
And members of Triumph are rotating over to A while Zeno hangs out in Hookah. Gonna try and get a frag here if there is a rotation from Grab Orb now. But members are remaining, staying strong, resilient, as members of Triumph head through showers. Res coming through for Simple. Alt coming through. Card catching
Doesn't
Simple.
matter. Said stay down.
Hellfire.
Hellfire released. Oh my goodness, Romanov catching Kwanzi. Rare catching Zeno. Wow, a crazy
now.
exchange is happening, and now it is a 3v4 situation.
Really tough for Triumph here to find an edge in. Though it looks like they'll have to commit towards B here as time runs out. Less than 30 seconds, but Rare has the angle on him.
Ooh, might catch something here.
Oh, you're not gonna get away with that. Rare is watching. They still will get out onto site as the orbital goes down. Scratch that. They will back off.
Yep.
6 seconds left. Not enough time to make a play. And looks like Grab Orb now will re-extend the lead.
Ooh, and it looked like Triumph was making a comeback. They're really putting putting the gas up there, but Grab Orb now able to end it, hopefully end it, and lead in this first half. So 3 ults on the side of Grab Orb now. We have that neural network, we have that Rez, and of course that amazing Raze ult that we all know and love, while Triumph has that Hunter's Fury and Raze ult as well. And we do see Ops again here on both sides. They're really fighting for it. They want to get this W.
Go get it.
Xeno playing aggressive here on that B short. Boombot not catching a soul. Does. Intel knows, hey, we got a member here in Hookah. Be careful.
Kwanzi playing awfully far off. He will get revealed there. This is an interesting 2v2 shaping up, and Hookah, oh, so much damage onto Kwanzi.
So Xeno doesn't know.
Got away. Here comes the Hunter's Fury, surely gonna find a kill through the wall, but whiffing so far, not able to do enough damage. Triumph throwing everything at this Hookah area and not able to get much out of it. Kwanzi playing very smartly there, delaying the push.
And still, the 2 members remain on A, holding their positions, not rotating too early, too soon. Ooh, and Xeno catching Kwanzi out, catching
sweet
6.
double kill.
And now Xeno with the ultimate on hand, ready to go.
Oh, yeah, just gets caught out by Tekka coming through the teleporter. Simple will get the revenge. Capo will get 6 as well. So just 2 left for Grab Orb now.
Card brought down to 33 health, will get spot out. Rare getting Capo with an op shot. 2v3 situation, anything is possible,
Oh,
but
Derek.
Oof.
He's been so strong on that op the last 2 matches. He is tough to peek around. Rare, though, does have his eyes toward him. Oh,
wow.
Catches Simple sleeping.
And the push.
Oh my goodness, Rare.
4K.
Oh no. Doesn't think that they would double stack that corner, and I can't blame him for thinking that, but wow, what a play from Rare.
And Grab Orb now pushing the lead. Great
Still
stuff.
So close though for Triumph, not yet bowing out of the game. We wondered if they'd be able to stay up stamina-wise, with this team that's been there, done that so far through the first 10 rounds, showing that they can keep up.
And Rare pushing up ever so aggressively here on that B short.
Looking to get that opening pick as quickly as they can. Meanwhile, there's some trades
Card
going on
with
to
the
A side.
Bulldog.
Oh,
my
and
goodness.
Rare taking out yet another member of Triumph. Triumph just that quickly down to 2 men in about 2 seconds.
Literally, the round started and members were falling off. Absolutely
One by
crazy
one.
start. It's still the first half, and these teams are going at it back and forth nonstop. They want this W. They want to call themselves Valorant Sunday Showdown champions.
Yeah, no one taking it slow here. Romanov gonna have to try to find an edge in, but Grab Orb now definitely won't reveal anything they don't have to. Smokes will come down for Triumph. This is kind of a last-ditch effort. They know if they lose this round, they are in a tricky spot economy-wise, but Grab Orb now have such a strong defensive position. This will be really hard. Kwanzi starts to squeeze in with the rest of his teammates. Roma
One
taken
health.
down to 1 HP. Literally, the skin of his teeth runs away. Not fast enough. Rare, too fast for you. Now, Derek just getting out of there. Oh, and the bomb's not, and the spike's not planted.
And now Derek is big chillin' and teleporter. Gonna hold out as time dwindles down. And Grab Orb now will secure this round to give themselves a 2-point lead here in Game 2 of Grand Finals of the Valorant Sunday Showdown at number 9. Wow, absolutely crazy exchange early on between both teams. Grab Orb now forced the lead early on, and Triumph was unable to answer with such a large deficit in agent numbers.
It's honestly crazy to see how close these games are. I mean, like literally as one team starts to pull away and you think, all right, they've got the bank, you know, they've got the momentum. Literally, it doesn't matter who it is. The other team will clutch out some kind of thrifty win. You know, they'll get some kind of cheeky push and just bring it back to, you know, almost level footing. So really back and forth for these two teams.
And these teams are buying. Like,
Yeah.
they're buying.
Every round.
They're buying.
Everything on the line.
And we do see Spike over by Fountain again. As per usual. 2 members hanging out by a hookah.
Card still being aggressive around this corner, but thinks better of it as he starts to take damage. No push coming in through yet, as Triumph still weighing their options. Ooh, Derek not able to take out the drone there, but he does reveal himself in doing so. They do have a little info, do Grab Orb now, about what might be going on.
Under a minute left, and we see the rotation from that B side over to A. Tekka has a great camera placement. And as we see Card jumping up down, trying to get a view peek into showers.
Maybe this time. Maybe this time.
He wants to get that
Maybe
jumping
this
headshot.
time.
If he gets a jumping headshot, 50 gifted subs.
You mean he has to gift them to us, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, and
Well, he didn't hit it.
Great kill, simple, another great exchange.
Quick 5v3 for Triumph as they take the site.
I would like
They
to see that
will
wall and see if it was placed correctly.
Yeah, looks like
Probably the smoke blocked it.
it's getting
Begin
dicey here in a second. 2 members of Grab Orb now
Oh,
pushing
wow.
out of heaven. The smart adjustment for
Romanov.
Romanov is a wall. Kwanzi tries to break it down. Romanov and Simple too strong. The double kill coming out for Simple. The double kill coming out for Romanov. Really strong round from Triumph to cut the lead in half. And both teams still not as secure money-wise as they'd quite like to be. Derek does have a little bit in the bank if need be. Meanwhile, Grab Orb now, despite being in the lead, are completely empty money-wise. 6 forced to go down onto the Bulldog rather than picking up a Vandal or a Phantom.
6-5. Oh my goodness. Another neck-to-neck matchup. Oh my goodness.
Sticks it
Derek.
out. Derek not quite able to get the edge quite thus far on these entry off kills.
Careful. Try to get that kill, but Card ran away as soon as he got tagged. Derek wants to get this op kill.
Zeno pushed up closer to Hookah, trying to catch Grab Orb now, being too aggressive. Grab Orb now, however, not conceding any ground just yet, playing with their same hold strategy. It will get a little cheeky towards long, but I think Triumph rotating towards the A side in response, not wanting to challenge that B side. So once again, it will be a push onto this A side to fight Tekka and Card, who have been quite staunch defenders of the A side despite giving it up from time to time.
They have been MVPs in regards to defending A site.
Wall will come out here.
Prepare for hell.
Unfortunately, that arrow will not catch anybody. Too high up. Romanov getting the kill on Tekka.
Oh,
Card
Card.
taking Derek out immediately. Romanov exchanging with Kwanzi and winning. And now it's a 4v3 situation. Triumph has the advantage. Ooh, Card.
Here comes the ult. No one in that. Oh, wow.
Wow.
No way. Zeno so sick with the grenade. Ever reliable. Romanov
Wow.
finishes it off with a 3K. That round was Zeno and Romanov, and then they just killed Grab Orb now.
That was crazy. First off, that Ray's ult didn't touch a single soul.
Yeah, what was that? I can't believe that.
But Card, or Zeno rather, was got that paint shell kill double.
Double kill. Yeah, it's so insane that the card ult not killing anybody, but the grenade from Zeno doing all of the damage. So sick to see. We've been singing Zeno's praises for the last few games with his utility usage. So clever. So now we are into the second half. No score to split these two teams by perfectly even 6-6. Definitely, again, coming down to the wire. Neither team able to get a big edge on the other.
Simple sending that drone out through hookah. Won't catch a soul. Card pushing heavily. All members of Grab Orb now are here. What? Simple caught off looking at his drone, and instead he gets a headshot. And Spike will be planted, and immediately Triumph is down 2 members as Grab Orb now force their way into A and make a statement in the second half.
This would have to be such a smart retake here from Triumph. This is so hard to do when it's 5v5, let alone 5v3. Kwanzi will, or excuse me, Romanov will get a kill onto Grab Orb now to even get it closer. Derek with the response on the card as well. 6 will trade him out. Still 3v2 for Triumph, and Rare makes it 3v1.
And now only one member remains. Romanov by himself, classic pistol, and 6 with a quick one tap takes out Romanov and will secure the round for Grab Orb now.
And again, this is so different from what we've seen from Triumph, lately, is that they generally at the beginning of every half that we've seen, they take the first few rounds, and then, the other team has a chance to get themselves back on board. But Grab Orb now not letting that happen in any sense here in Game 2 of the Grand Finals of the VSS.
Absolutely great showing from both teams, neck and neck here on Bind. What can you expect when you're playing Triumph? Close games all the way, but we see Spike with Simple, excuse me, not Simple, coming through showers.
This will be a quicker push. Tekka does punish Simple as they all flood out onto A site for Grab Orb now. No response really from Triumph. They will have to try to retake this with just the pistols that they've saved.
And Spike planted already. Romanov trying to get some pop shots out there. Catch a soul, but won't catch anything. Oh.
Not easy to do from this angle with this equipment. They are still trying to get whatever they can. Romanov stomping through the traps here. Tekka getting the kill onto Zeno. Only 2 members left of Triumph. Derek does get a cheeky kill onto Kwanzi. Romanov takes out Tekka, but it's not enough to stop Rare from finishing out the round. Grab Orb now taking the first 2 rounds of the second half.
Absolutely great stuff from Grab Orb now, dominating here on the attack side, and it seems to really favor them. Really making a statement. We see him op right here onto Rare.
Interesting position to
Absolutely.
take with the up.
But we do know that Zeno does like to aggressively push through that short.
That's true. Zeno likes to get in people's faces, and Grab Orb now, I think, have realized that by now.
Yep, but he is playing more defensively. They do to realize that they are slowly losing, their grip on this match and are taking more defensive positions.
That's definitely what you have to compliment Triumph for, is they do play a little more aggressive in certain situations, but they're always ready to adjust their style when the lead starts to slip or when they start to fall behind. So you definitely have to respect that. And Zeno showing that right now with his more defensive positioning. Meanwhile, Grab Orb now are going to start committing towards this B side. Rare opening it up with some blind op shots, not finding anybody quite just yet. Romanov holding elbow, might find something. Gets smoked out, throws down the molly, does delay the push quite smartly, actually. This is really tough for Kwanzi, trapped between a rock and a hard place. Grab Orb now still do get out on the site, but this is a clean 5v5, and Romanov gets the action started on Kwanzi as he starts to plant. Card almost gets taken out by Romanov, but finishes him off. Card picking up, but Derek picking up the triple kill.
Wow, crazy tournaments here on B site. Triumph preventing any type of plant. That spike did not go down. It did not. Great stuff from Triumph, holding that great angle to prevent the spike from being planted. And Triumph edging their way closer to tying it up again.
you have to wonder if Grab Orb now maybe should have been a bit more patient there. I mean, they did have, you know, control of the site by definition, but it was still 5v5. And
Can
when
someone
you
get
start
this?
exposing yourself by planting
Thank
the
you.
spike, it really just becomes a 4v5 at that point. So really, really tough for Grab Orb now to execute there. Triumph cutting the lead into half, now putting more of their weight towards A. Looks like they're getting a good read onto Grab Orb now's positioning as Grab Orb now starts to spell on the site, starting with Card, getting the party started with his utility, but Zeno says, I'll show you how to use that, as Capo takes out Card for his first kill of the round. Tecco does get the response, Simple taking out the healer for Grab Orb now. Now a 2v4 for Grab Orb now. Not a lot of guns between them.
And this is a very tough situation for Grab Orb now.
Oh, Simple.
Spike is on
Tekka.
site, and it is surrounded by members of Triumph, and Tekka, with his ghost, is not going to get much out of this.
Interesting
32
position
health.
here.
It's either he walks out, gets shot, or he hides there, hopefully gets a frag. Yep, and Zeno will take out Tekka, and 8-8 here at Game 2, Grand Finals. Absolutely insane matchup. These teams are losing it right now. I'm telling you.
This will be the first full buy for both teams, where the first round where both teams have a full buy put together here at tied up at 8-8 in the second half. Will be interesting to see. I expect a little more patient play, but Grab Orb now not showing that by the way they're lining up, looking like they're gonna put all of their eggs in the A basket. Card peeking around the corner as he likes to do. Triumph respond to this. No to not challenge him too much there. Utility starting to go down. Card is close to finding his man. But, just escapes as Capo takes out Kwanzi. Capo does get traded out by 6. Zeno holding Heaven, but his team is dying right below him. The orbital does come out. Derek gets the kill on the 6, but Card, oh my goodness, I can't believe his ult not landing there so close in a 3v3. Now, Grab Orb now does have the sight, hesitant to plant just yet. Rare dies to the molly, drops the spike, less than a minute left.
Card, great stuff.
Playing out of his mind this round. Zeno is going to have to respond. He cannot do so because Card takes him out with the grenade. Absolutely nutty utility play coming out from both of these raises. Grab Orb now reestablishes the lead, 9-8.
Back and forth, back and forth. These teams are just laying haymakers left and right onto their opponent. Hopefully, you know, they're edging themselves out to get these wins, but no matter what they do, they fight back, they overcome, and they bring it neck and neck. Grab Orb now, 4 ultimates against Triumph's 2 ultimates. Grab Orb now has the advantage in regards to ult economy. Let's see how they do it here. And it looks like the spike is over by B this time around. Rare opping over here at this B long. Card forcing his way onto A will get revealed. Hopefully does not get picked off early on. We'll take the teleporter, and hey, they all know we're going B, guys.
Prepare for Hellfire.
Hellfire released onto default site of B. Won't catch anything. Card scouting. Boombot through smoke. Let him push smoke, not you. Oh, and Derek getting a nice little piece onto Rare. Card getting the spray onto Romanov, and Derek taking out Card.
Picks up the double kill, ever important in this round. Still, Grab Orb now just now getting the spike down, but it is a 4v3, and Triumph still has their healer intact. They are forced into this back corridor. 6 will take Simple. Romanov will come back, so not much doing, but 6 takes out Zeno as well. An ever important kill, knowing how strong Zeno can be, evening it up for Grab Orb now.
Oof.
6 going absolutely nuts as Tekka backs him up. Now just 1 left. 6 with the 4K, single-handedly winning the round for Grab Orb now. So sick.
And
oh
his
my
reward
goodness.
is an operator. And he thinks he wants to keep it. No, he's a nice guy. Rare asked him
Said,
nicely.
"What? You want this? You want it? You want it? You want it? All right, you can have
Can
it."
someone get this?
And great stuff from Grab Orb now. It looked kind of scary in the beginning as Derek was picking off members early on that push, but Kwanzi helping out, you know, his teammates along with Six, clutching it out, getting that 4K, I believe.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. Six playing so sick that round. Card, really, you know, definitely been the X factor for the most of the game.
Ooh.
Rare so close to the blind fire. Meanwhile, Card thinks about pushing the smoke, and he's gonna go forward, but Romanov spotted him out, and it could be traded kills here. Tekka with a big kill.
I'm
on the
not sure about that
simple.
res.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I spoke incorrectly, but Derek took out Tekka, who tried to plant onto B.
Oh my god. This is crazy.
And one member remains on Triumph. It is that Cypher who is rotating over to B long, but will meet a nice little raise. And Card will win the exchange against Capo, and just like that, Grab Orb now leads 11-8. Absolutely crazy firefight and use of utility over there on B. Crazy stuff.
I can't even put into words how crazy that was. I mean, it wasn't even like you know, a complex setup or anything like that. It wasn't. They just outgunned him. They just murdered him.
And the thing too is, you know, Derek. Not Derek. It was
Rare.
Rare
Yeah.
used that alt. Literally, he forced his teammate to bait for him so he can get the op shot and the kill.
So smart. So smart. If you want to get aggro off your back, just res someone.
Rest somebody. All right, they're gonna focus
Turn
on
them
the
into
res.
a big pylon. Like, hey, shoot this instead while I pick you off one by one. Really smart play. Card, ever the aggressor, pushing through Hookah face first for his team, trying to find some cheeky kills. Rare getting the opening kill out the dare up. Here comes the abilities. Card taking so much damage, but it doesn't matter. Romanov will get 6. Romanov will get Kwanzi with his abilities, but Card is on that site.
This is a 3v3 situation.
Oh, Card, you are being so dangerous.
Here comes them.
Oh, he has been so close with that
Very
ult
close.
three
He
times
knows
now.
where they are, but unable to secure the kill. Simple watching that angle with an operator.
It's so tight, and
There's no reason for him to peek that.
Yeah.
There's no reason. You don't need to.
Oh gosh, Joe.
Timing.
Why didn't you?
CS timing. CS
Yes.
timing.
The bomb or the spike still not down. They will bring it to site now, but really tough situation for both teams here. This could go either way. Oh, Rare takes out Simple with a cheeky shot around the corner. Now the 3v2 in the favor of Grab Orb now with the healer still alive. That is a big advantage. Damage does go down onto Capo. He gets taken out, but Romanov will complete his triple kill before going down to Tekka. Grab Orb now suddenly on match point.
And just like that, Grab Orb now putting the pedal to the metal, securing the kills early on. That operator really changed the game for them when he gave it to Rare. Yeah. Really put him ahead. And great use of utility coming out from Grab Orb now. These firefights have been absolutely insane. So great stuff from Grab Orb now, putting the lead and have their sights on the finish line to call themselves two-time VSS champions.
So close here to securing that championship and the Lions' share of $1,000, and they're gonna try to get it done as quickly as possible as all 5 members push out onto A site. The utility is going down, trying to escape the explosives as Triumph is quick to rotate around. They do have all 5 members here to respond. Simple peeking around the corner with the spray, not able to get much done. Tekka with a response kill, Card with a double kill, and now only 2 members stand between Grab Orb now and victory. Capo will take out Tekka to make it a little more even. The advantage still for Grab Orb now. Healer down on the side of Triumph. Capo getting another kill on the Kwanzi. Gets the Cypher. Romanov takes out Rare. No way! Romanov playing absolutely hero mode. Finishes off Grab Orb now to stay alive. 3 rounds to go for Triumph.
Wow. It's absolutely crazy moments there. I bet you that Grab Orb now could taste the victory in
That's
that
why
previous
they pushed
round.
so fast.
Yeah, absolutely.
All the same place.
Yes, it was absolutely forced, but they could taste it. They were very close to it. Unfortunately, when those gunfights and getting spammed through walls, there's nothing you can do about it. You just hope that you don't get hit. But Let's see what the plan here for Grab Orb now,
Tear
if they
them
can
down.
secure the victory and not go to another overtime.
Grab Orb now does have
Okay.
the better buy, does have the better economy to back them up, so they don't have to start panicking quite just yet. Triumph is spread quite thin in terms of equipment, in terms of money in the bank. They have 3 members over towards A site right now, which looks like where Grab Orb now will be posturing for now. Zeno still off by himself. Or excuse me, Card off to himself. B will back off of Hookah there. They will start to rotate now fully towards A as they start to commit this. Tekka might be the first guy to peek around the corner.
And they do have intel. You know, they know that, hey, there's a member in U-Haul. You need to be careful. Card is watching those angles as well. Intel dart shot out, will get spotted
Wow.
out. It is Card though. You can, I don't know. You don't want to push that if it's Card.
Yeah, if I see Card, I'm
Smokes
like,
are
maybe I'll
down.
go the other way.
Ooh. And the
Now.
push is on. Tekka take it out simple.
Through the smoke. And
Oh my goodness!
Card with an amazing satchel onto Capo. 3v5 now for the side of Grab Orb now. Both healers still alive, able to get their teams back to full health bars. But this is so tricky for Triumph. They will need another hero play from the side of Zeno, from the side of Romanov, if they want to clutch this out.
And this is a very tense situation. Triumph
Derek
has to be
playing it
careful.
safely.
Satchel
Does
out.
drop down. He does make a little bit of noise. Zeno trying to get some damage, but Rare will take out damage. No way!
And just
so
like that.
quick. Grab Orb now, the flawless victory to finish off Triumph. Congratulations, 2-time VSS champions. Grab Orb now take the victory over Triumph. A huge congratulations to Triumph.
Wow.
They took out some incredible teams to get here.
Oh, absolutely.
They played with the whole heart. I mean,
The-
so back and
The
forth.
thing is even though that was a 2-0, like it was a 2-0, okay, but
There
that
could
was
not have been a
that,
closer to
that wasn't just like, oh yeah, we 2-0 them, it was easy. No, you went to overtime. You were neck and neck
Yeah,
even
so
through the
close.
second half. Like you had to take your hats off to Triumph. They absolutely competed. They were out of their
Absolutely.
minds. They were bonkers. There are plays that we will clip, we will show on highlight reels till
Absolutely.
the end of time. But Grab Orb now came through. Card absolutely dominated.
So nuts.
Dominated.
So
And that's
nuts.
why he's your Valorant Sunday Showdown HyperX MVP award. Shout out to Card. You earned yourself an amazing HyperX Cloud Core headset. So congratulations to Card, absolutely dominated, and congratulations again to Grab Orb now, 2-time Valorant Sunday Showdown champions.
That is a significant chunk of change in the pocket. We're doing this every week a chance to make a little bit of money. Grab Orb now, taking it all for now. So we'll see if someone can come out next week, dethrone these guys. Will be awesome to see. I really hope to see Triumph back again
Oh,
next
absolutely.
week. These guys have been some of my favorite players of all time to watch. Definitely a big shout out to these guys. I mean, really amazing plays. Capo, what can you say? Just really
Simple,
good,
all the-
simple, playing out of his mind on
Great
Sova.
Sova, great Sova,
Yeah,
absolutely
really,
amazing.
Really great stuff. So yeah, congratulations, Derek too. I want to say
Derek, great job.
Really stepped up,
Yep.
especially in the grand finals. So like I said, guys, amazing stuff from both teams. Really exciting stuff. Congratulations to Card, your HyperX MVP of the tournament. Clap it up for him. GG's, guys. We are going to sign off here. We are all wrapped up with today. We will be back next Sunday starting at 3 p.m. Register as soon as possible. Be sure to get into the VCS Discord to know as soon as possible when registration opens up. We've been hitting our team cap every single week. So the first competition is just getting your team signed up before everyone else. So definitely be on the lookout, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Dilly G.
And I'm Big Boss. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Valorant Sunday Showdown, and have an amazing evening, and happy Father's Day.